Refraction. Here's the glass block and the ray of light that is refracting. Let's work on it. First of all, as you can see, the incident ray, the point where the incident ray first hit the boundary between two mediums is called the incident point. We'll call it I1, between air and glass. Air is a less dense medium than glass. Why? Since air is a gas and the particles are far away from each other, as you can see, while glass is a solid, and as you can see, the particles are condensed and packed beside each other. So, from the first side of the boundary between these two mediums, light will pass from a less dense medium to a more dense medium, from air to glass. In this case, the speed of light will decrease as it will lose some of its speed trying to propagate in a denser medium. Therefore, the light ray will refract near to the normal. Let's measure the angles. So, the angle of incidence is I equals to 26 degrees. That is from the normal to the incident ray. And the refraction angle is the angle between the normal and the refracted ray. So, from the normal to the refracted ray, the angle of refraction is R equals to 17 degrees. You will recognize that the angle of incidence is not equal to the angle of refraction. They are not vertically opposite angles, as you can see. There's a refraction. So, to conclude the first side, the angle of incidence I is greater than the angle of refraction R, and that's why we say that the light ray will refract near to the normal when passing from a less dense medium to a more dense medium. Noting that, for sure, some of light rays will be reflected by the glass, and that's why you might see a faint mirror image of yourself when you look at a window. But now, we are only concerned to study the refraction phenomena. Moving on to the second side, now with respect to this side, the refracted ray from side 1 will be the incident ray on side 2. So we'll call the point between glass and air I2, just like what we did on I1. So what do you expect in this case? The complete opposite of the first case. Light is passing from a more dense medium to a less dense medium. Thus, the speed of light will increase, so we can say that it's more free in the air, and the light ray will refract away from the normal. By measuring again the incident angle, it will be 17 degrees, and the angle of refraction will be 26 degrees. For sure, I is not equal to R in refraction, as we already said. So here the angle of incidence I is less than the angle of refraction R. Therefore, we say when light passes from a more dense medium to a less dense medium, the light ray refracts away from the normal. You will ask yourself, is it a coincidence that the incident angle at I1 and the refraction angle at I2 are equal? No, it's not a coincidence. It's due to the law of reversibility of light. It happens when light refracts from a medium to another one and back into the same medium, like here, from air to glass and then from glass to air. Moreover, also when the angle of refraction at I1 is equal to the angle of incidence at I2, then the law of reversibility of light will happen. That's all for refraction of light. You can find all the information needed in the book.